The Lord be with you. A proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to the crowds, "Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart, and you will find rest for yourselves. For my yoke is easy and my burden light." The Gospel of the Lord. So today we're celebrating Juan Diego. Juan Diego. Yeah, did I call it right? Yeah. I'm not going to pronounce the last name, but it's like, they say it's like the talking eagle. The name, the translation of that name, the talking eagle. There is something that, looking at all the readings today, that speaks to me, and I think I need to share, is the fact that most of the time when humanity is at its wit's end, then God begins something new. When we're at wit's end, we're tired, we're weary, we're downtrodden, we're desolate, we're anxious, everything. But he continues to knock on our doors to tell us, to whom can you liken me as an equal? To whom? He continues to tell us, in every age, says the Holy One. Yeah, he said, look, by his great might and the strength of his power, not one of them is missing. In the army of the Lord, not one is missing. And indeed, this is done in a kind of contestation, like a dialogue, a question and answer. Do you not know, or have you not heard, the Lord is the eternal God? Eternal. No have a beginning, doesn't have an end. Eternity looks like a little bird, like a hummingbird, making an ambitious decision to bring down Mount Everest. And the design is that, okay, he's going to take a grain of sand of the earth from Mount Everest and throw on the Atlantic Ocean. And 10 years afterwards, he come and pick another grain of sand and throw in the Atlantic Ocean. So it's going to come 10 years and come. So how many years do you think he's going to bring down Mount Everest? That is just a little bit of what eternity is. So if you and I live 100 years, okay, 120 years, so the span of our years in comparison, so the hummingbird must have gone like 10 times or 12 times. But eternity, the Lord is the eternal God. If we visualize that, right? It's not necessary to try to comprehend that. That is the one who says, "Come to me. Come to me, and I will give you rest. Come to me, all you labor, who are tired, who are weary, who are desolate, who are discouraged, who are disappointed, who are fearful, who are anxious. Come to me, and I will give you rest." The Archbishop at the time in Mexico, 1531, he had become frustrated. The Archbishop, he was, the Franciscans were the ones hanging around there and praying, and doing a lot of things. And the Franciscans, a great order in the Catholic Church. But they worked themselves to the point that the Archbishop expressed his frustration and said, "Oh God, if you do not come to help us, this mission will be terminated. If you don't come to meet us, it will be terminated." And you know what? Yeah, the frustration. That's the end. Human beings were frustrated. And because also we count in numbers, we count in statistics, we count in polls and surveys. So at the point you just say, we're giving up. The Archbishop said so. That same year, God answered so that they do not give up. And whenever God answers, he answers through the Virgin. Go meet your children, it's like he says. Go meet them. And he appeared to this young man, Juan Diego, 4 times. And one of the times she appeared to her, she told him, Juan Diego, because he's confused. The uncle is sick. He's like dying. And so he was trying to evade the meeting between the Virgin and himself to go take care of the uncle. And the Blessed Mother said, Juan Diego, am I not your mother? What do you want? Am I not your mother? I can take care of you. I can fix all that. And took care of the uncle. So this is the beauty. The beauty. The heart of God is the heart of a mother. The heart of God is the heart of the mother. What is it that we can carry on our heart? What is that burden that we can carry on our heart? And we are finding it difficult to surrender because the culture teaches us not to be helpless. The culture strikes a chord against what it is to build our trust in God. Teaches us that to be helpless is to be useless. Teaches us that to be helpless is, to be nothing, that you're not worth enough. But helplessness in the hands of God is what we are meant to be, human beings. We raise ourselves to the standard where we are not, and then we fall down. Boom! And we need help, and we're afraid to cry for help. Every child cries for help from their parents. Every child. Why should we claim that we are adults when we are still children? Juan Diego was spoken to say, am I not your mother? I know all the time. I'm traveling or I'm doing whatever. My mother, you always like a child to your mother. You never grow. And I wonder, my mother never, she's always, Father, she's telling me, Father, maybe you're doing this. I say, you this woman here. Like this parish is in my charge and you still don't. No, that's what it is. Let's go to God like a mother. Let's go. He presents himself on the Eucharist. He said, come to me, all you labor. And you know what? Whenever I go to the Eucharist, whenever I go to the Lord at the tabernacle, or I visit with him, all my tiredness is just gone. I don't know how he does it. I could be tired, after giving a homily and you see me like going like I'm going to fall down. But when I receive the Eucharist, it's like, let's go for the next Mass. Let's go for the next Mass. There is that power that comes from God. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's take it. Let's enjoy it. He never, ever abandons us. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am meek and humble of heart. And God goes to the meek and the humble. Juan Diego was a humble guy. He goes to them, to the meek. He never forsakes the cry of the humble and contrite heart. That's what he needs. He doesn't need the pride. He doesn't need arrogance because he's an eternal God. No one is his equal. Yet, he connects with the little ones, the children. Those who are kids who recognize their finiteness, their smallness before him. Those are the ones he saves, because those are the ones who stretch their hands actually to be saved. Are you ready to stretch your hands to be saved, to be held? Or, can have your hands in your pocket, and just like I'm in charge. No, stretch your hands to be saved. Let us rise and pray. Dearly beloved brothers and sisters, we pray, respect.